Hey, I wanted to take this opportunity and tell you a little bit about myself, so you're not just watching a random idiot on the screen, I guess. So I am Jamie. I'm 36. I've not long left the army. When I say not long, it's just a little over a year ago. In October, just gone, that I actually left the army. I was in the Royal Engineers and I absolutely loved it. However, towards the end of my service, I started suffering a little bit, like mentally, and just the challenges that the army fatigue and faces. You'll always get the point of people will say they miss the army, and it's the case of it's not always the army that you miss, but actually the people that you served with. As most people say, it's not the circus, it's the clowns, and it's definitely it's definitely that. I was only in for almost 5 years, but in that time I had an amazing time. I got to teach outdoors, and since leaving the army, I've just kind of fell into like just standard HGV driving, which 90% of army lads do, I guess. And I'm just trying to get back into the outdoors. I do teach army cadets in my spare time, and it's fantastic to see those group of kids go from, someone shy and new at like 12 and a half, 13, and by the time they hit 17, 18, they're a completely different person, and it's fantastic to see them develop and grow like that. And I also want to get back into the outdoors. I don't know if I've already said that, but I was a paddle sports instructor, a kayak instructor. I spent 6 months in Cyprus, and I know I'm so lucky to do that during my short career of the army. And God, I miss it. The lads that I work with out there were fantastic. And if I could do that as my full-time job, and if the pay was decent, I would do that as a full-time job, teaching. However, I'm not very intelligent, hence becoming a driver in the army. So fingers crossed I can work on that path, and making these videos will give me that stepping stone to propel myself forward and to get back to enjoying the outdoors again. Even if I don't get many viewers, I'm not asked. As long as I get to enjoy myself along the way, and that's the main thing. So thanks.